Welcome to World of Coins, the place where history meets treasure. Here, every coin tells a story, from the oldest United States classics that shaped our past to the newest rare discoveries that amaze collectors today. If you love the thrill of uncovering hidden value, exploring the beauty of design, and learning the secrets behind coins worth fortunes, then you're in the right place. Join us as we dive deep into the world of rare U.S. coins, both old and new, and reveal the fascinating details that make them priceless. Top 1. We're diving deep into one of the most iconic pieces of U.S. coinage, the Lincoln 1-cent penny from 1963. This isn't just a simple coin, it's a slice of history. Minted during a pivotal era in American culture, the Lincoln penny has long been a staple in American wallets. First introduced in 1909 to commemorate Abraham Lincoln's 100th birthday, this small coin carries enormous historical significance. By 1963, it had already become an enduring symbol of American heritage. One glance at a 1963 Lincoln penny reveals the classic portrait of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. Lincoln's profile has graced the penny for over a century, making it one of the most recognizable faces in American numismatics. The year 1963 itself is special in U.S. history. It was the year President John F. Kennedy delivered his iconic speeches, the nation mourned his tragic assassination, and the civil rights movement gained momentum. The Lincoln penny silently circulated alongside these historic moments. The obverse of the coin, featuring Lincoln's profile, carries subtle details that collectors love to study. The hair, beard, and coat details are distinct in high-grade coins, allowing enthusiasts to appreciate the artistry behind this everyday object. On the reverse, the Lincoln Memorial design dominates. By 1963, this design had been in circulation for nearly 50 years. It features the iconic Memorial Building in Washington, D.C., symbolizing Lincoln's lasting legacy. The 1963 penny was minted in 3 locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Each mint mark can affect a coin's value, with certain rarities sought after by collectors worldwide. Philadelphia coins carry no mint mark, making them the most commonly found, but that doesn't make them any less interesting. Their historical context and condition can elevate their desirability significantly. Denver minted 1963 pennies carry the D mint mark, often tucked below the date. Collectors closely examine these coins, especially those with strong strikes and minimal wear. San Francisco coins, marked with an S, were primarily intended for collectors and came in proof sets. Their pristine condition makes them highly prized, especially among proof coin enthusiasts. Condition, of course, plays a huge role in a coin's value. A circulated 1963 penny may be worth only a few cents, but an uncirculated or gem condition coin can be a true treasure. Gem quality examples show every detail of Lincoln's hair, the coat folds, and the lettering perfectly. For collectors, the thrill of finding a near-perfect specimen is unmatched. Errors and variations also add an exciting layer to 1963 pennies. From double dies to striking anomalies, these unusual coins are prized by serious numismatists. One of the most interesting aspects is the double die variety, where parts of the design appear slightly duplicated. These coins are rare and can command a significant premium. Another collectible feature is the coin's luster. Freshly minted pennies reflect light beautifully, giving the coin a rich, warm glow that can make even casual collectors pause in admiration. Copper content is another fascinating detail. In 1963, pennies were made of 95% copper and 5% zinc, a composition that would change just a few years later. This copper-rich composition contributes to the coin's durability and appeal. Collectors often examine the edges of the coin, looking for wear, dents, or discoloration. A clean, smooth edge can elevate the value considerably. Even small details, like the sharpness of the letters in Liberty and the date, are indicators of quality. Coins with crisp details are always in demand. History and artistry combine in the 1963 Lincoln penny. It's not just a coin, it's a miniature work of art that has survived decades of circulation and change. For collectors, this coin represents a chance to own a tangible piece of history. Each penny tells a story of mid-20th century America and its enduring reverence for Abraham Lincoln. If you're a collector, spotting a 1963 penny in excellent condition can be a thrill. Even coins that appear ordinary at first glance may hide extraordinary qualities under closer inspection. some coins feature subtle die variations or minting quirks that make them highly collectible. It's this attention to detail that makes numismatics so fascinating. Many collectors also enjoy the challenge of finding pennies with full red coloration. Over time, copper coins can turn brown, but those with preserved red hues are highly prized. Collectors often use magnification to inspect the surface, ensuring there are no scratches, hairlines, or spots that could diminish the value. Storage also matters. Coins kept in proper holders and protected from moisture or handling retain their quality and value for decades. The 1963 Lincoln penny is a perfect example of a coin that bridges everyday life and numismatic passion. Even casual collectors can appreciate its design and history. Collectors often trade or sell their coins at shows, online auctions, or to dealers. The right buyer can recognize the true value of a high-quality 1963 penny. Owning this penny is like holding a small but meaningful artifact. It connects you directly to history, to the legacy of Lincoln, and to the mid-20th century America that produced it. Today, high-grade 1963 Lincoln pennies in pristine condition are incredibly rare. Their combination of historical significance, artistry, and condition makes them highly sought after. For anyone lucky enough to find a gem-quality 1963 Lincoln penny, it's a remarkable treasure. This coin is currently valued at $191,000. Remember, if you have a coin you're curious about, comment below, and we'll help provide detailed information on it. Don't forget to subscribe to World of Coins and comment to join our growing community of passionate collectors. Also, make sure to like this video to support our channel, so we can continue sharing amazing stories about rare and historic coins like this one. Top 2. We are exploring a fascinating piece of American history that fits right in your pocket, the Lincoln 1-cent penny from 1975. This coin may seem ordinary at first glance, but for collectors, it holds stories, artistry, and a unique place in U.S. numismatics. The Lincoln penny has been part of American culture since 1909, celebrating Abraham Lincoln's 100th birthday. By 1975, it had long become a symbol of both history and everyday life, circulating widely while commemorating one of the nation's most revered presidents. Take a moment to look at the obverse of the coin. Lincoln's profile, sculpted by Victor David Brenner, still dominates with a sense of dignity and calm. It's remarkable how this design has endured for decades with so little alteration. The year 1975 is a fascinating period in U.S. history. America was in the midst of social, economic, and political changes, post-Vietnam, pre-modern digital era, and this penny quietly circulated through wallets, cash registers, and banks, witnessing history firsthand. Every line on Lincoln's face, every curl of his beard, tells a story. Collectors study these details carefully because even subtle variations can dramatically affect a coin's value. On the reverse side, the Lincoln Memorial design is featured. By 1975, this iconic building had become an enduring tribute to Lincoln's legacy, giving the penny a sense of permanence and national pride. The 1975 Lincoln penny was minted in Philadelphia and Denver. Philadelphia coins do not have a mint mark, while Denver minted coins carry a D. Each mint mark offers collectors an additional layer of detail to track. Philadelphia minted 1975 pennies are the most commonly found, but in higher grades, they are still highly desirable. The quality of preservation often makes all the difference between a common coin and a collectible treasure. Denver minted coins are interesting for their slightly different striking characteristics. Many collectors specifically seek out D mint-marked coins in gem condition or with proof-like surfaces. Proof coins from 1975, intended for collectors, feature sharp details and a mirror-like finish. These coins often remain untouched in cases for decades, maintaining their pristine appearance. Condition is everything in coin collecting. A circulated 1975 penny might be worth just its face value, but a gem-quality example, untouched and with full luster, can attract serious attention from collectors worldwide. Some 1975 pennies also exhibit interesting minting errors. These errors, like double dies, off-center strikes, or die cracks, make certain examples particularly rare and valuable. Double die variations are especially intriguing. Slightly shifted letters or numbers create a subtle shadow effect that collectors prize and often seek for years. Copper composition adds another layer of appeal. Pennies minted in 1975 are 95% copper, giving them a warm reddish-brown tone that is visually striking and historically consistent with classic pennies. Collectors love coins with preserved red coloration. Over decades, many pennies turn brown, but those retaining their original red hue command higher prices. Edges and surfaces are scrutinized meticulously. Clean, smooth edges and scratch-free surfaces can elevate a coin's desirability and value, especially in high-grade specimens. The lettering on the coin is another key factor. Sharp, clear lettering on both the obverse and reverse is a sign of excellent striking and careful preservation. Every 1975 penny tells a story. While the coin was circulating, families were saving, spending, and exchanging it without knowing its future as a collectible treasure. Collectors often study the small details, the mint mark, the alignment, the depth of the strike, and any surface anomalies. These details separate everyday coins from rare collectibles. Even slight discoloration or minor scratches can impact the value. That's why proper handling, storage, and care are essential for anyone serious about collecting coins. High-grade 1975 pennies often retain full luster, reflecting light in a way that brings out every detail of Lincoln's portrait and the memorial. This optical appeal is part of what makes these coins so desirable. Numismatics is as much about history as it is about the coins themselves. Owning a 1975 Lincoln penny in excellent condition is like holding a small piece of mid-1970s America. Collectors love the challenge of finding top-quality examples. A coin may appear ordinary at first glance, but under magnification, its details reveal its true rarity and beauty. Storage also matters. Coins kept in protective holders and away from humidity, heat, and handling retain their quality over decades, making them ideal for serious collectors. Some 1975 pennies even feature minor die variations or striking quirks. Collectors hunt for these subtle distinctions, often spending years tracking down unique examples. Full red, uncirculated 1975 pennies in gem condition are rare and highly sought after. Their combination of beauty, history, and scarcity makes them prized additions to any collection. The Lincoln penny has endured for over a century, bridging the gap between everyday commerce and the world of numismatic passion. The 1975 penny exemplifies this balance perfectly. For anyone lucky enough to own a gem-quality 1975 Lincoln penny, it's more than a coin, it's a piece of history, art, and American heritage. This coin, in pristine condition, holds a remarkable value today of $155,000. If you have a coin you'd like more information about, comment below, and we'll provide all the details. Don't forget to subscribe to World of Coins and comment to join our passionate collector community, and be sure to like this video to support our channel, so we can continue bringing amazing stories about rare and historic coins like this 1975 Lincoln penny. Top 3. We're diving into a classic piece that every collector dreams of, the Lincoln 1-cent penny from 1976. This isn't just any penny, it's a coin that carries both history and artistry, bridging the past and the modern era. The Lincoln penny, first issued in 1909, celebrates Abraham Lincoln's legacy and remains one of the most iconic coins in U.S. history. By 1976, the design had become deeply familiar, yet every coin minted that year holds a story worth discovering. Looking at the obverse, Lincoln's dignified profile remains timeless. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the portrait captures Lincoln's wisdom and resolve, a fitting tribute to the president who led the nation through one of its most challenging times. 1976 was a special year in American history. It marked the nation's bicentennial, 200 years since the Declaration of Independence. This context adds an extra layer of significance to any coin minted during this year. The reverse of the 1976 Lincoln penny features the Lincoln Memorial, a design introduced in 1959. By 1976, it had become a symbol not only of Lincoln's legacy but also of national pride and unity. The 1976 penny was produced at the Philadelphia and Denver mints. Philadelphia coins have no mint mark, while Denver coins carry the D mint mark. Each mint offers collectors unique variations in strike and quality. Philadelphia minted 1976 pennies are more common in circulation, but uncirculated or gem-quality examples are still highly sought after by collectors looking for top-grade coins. Denver minted coins are often slightly less common, and in uncirculated condition, they become even more desirable, particularly for those building complete sets. Proof coins, created primarily for collectors, feature mirror-like surfaces and sharp, Detail. A 1976 proof penny is a jewel of any collection, carefully preserved in its protective casing for decades. Condition plays a pivotal role in a coin's value. A circulated 1976 penny might seem ordinary, but a coin with full luster, sharp details, and no blemishes can be extremely valuable. Collectors also hunt for errors, and the 1976 penny is no exception. From double dies to minor die cracks, unusual examples add excitement to the hobby and significantly increase a coin's value. Double die variations are particularly intriguing. Slight duplication in the letters or numbers creates a subtle shadow effect that numismatists prize and often pay premium prices for. The copper content of the 1976 penny is another fascinating aspect. Made of 95% copper and 5% zinc, the coin's warm reddish-brown hue has both visual and historical appeal. Many collectors seek pennies that retain their original red color, known as full red coins. These are highly prized because most coins naturally darken over decades. Edges and surfaces are carefully inspected. A smooth, clean edge without nicks or dents enhances the appeal, while scratches or discoloration can lower a coin's value. Lettering is also critical. Coins with crisp, sharp inscriptions are considered high quality, making them more collectible, especially for serious enthusiasts. The 1976 Lincoln penny is more than just a currency, it's a connection to history. It circulated through the bicentennial year, witnessing the nation's celebrations, parades, and patriotic excitement. Collectors often study every small detail under magnification. Even subtle differences in minting or wear can reveal a coin's true rarity and desirability. Proper storage is essential to maintain quality. Coins kept in protective holders and shielded from moisture, heat, and handling retain their full luster and collectible value over time. Gem quality 1976 pennies often display exceptional detail on Lincoln's portrait, from the hair strands to the folds in his coat, and on the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. Even small die variations or subtle striking anomalies make certain 1976 pennies extremely collectible. Numismatists spend years tracking down these rare examples. Full red, uncirculated pennies from 1976 are particularly rare and are among the most sought-after coins for collectors of modern Lincoln pennies. The Lincoln penny embodies both artistry and history. Holding a 1976 penny is like holding a tiny piece of American heritage, connecting you to the celebrations and historical events of that year. Collectors find joy not just in the coin itself, but in the hunt for high-grade examples, proof coins, and rare errors. Each coin tells a story, waiting to be discovered. The 1976 Lincoln penny is also a reminder of the continuity of American numismatics. The design, the history, and the pride all remain consistent over decades. For those building a Lincoln penny collection, the 1976 issue is an essential piece, bridging the mid-20th century coins with modern collector coins. Owning a gem-quality 1976 penny is like holding a piece of the nation's bicentennial, a tangible artifact of history and patriotism. Today, a top-quality 1976 Lincoln penny is valued at $152,000. If you have coins you're curious about, comment below, and we'll help provide detailed information. Subscribe to World of Coins and join our community of passionate collectors. Make sure to like this video to support the channel, so we can continue sharing fascinating stories about rare and historic coins like the 1976 Lincoln penny. Top 4. We turn our attention to a coin that has quietly captured the hearts of collectors, the Lincoln 1-cent penny from 1981. This coin may seem small, but it carries a remarkable story and is a cherished piece of history. The Lincoln penny has been an American icon since 1909, honoring Abraham Lincoln's legacy. By 1981, this coin had circulated for decades, remaining a symbol of history and patriotism that passed through countless hands. Looking at the obverse, Lincoln's profile, designed by Victor David Brenner, continues to capture the dignity and determination of one of America's most beloved presidents. Each line in his beard and every detail in his coat is a testament to classic numismatic artistry. The reverse of the 1981 penny features the Lincoln Memorial, a design introduced in 1959 to mark Lincoln's 150th birthday. By 1981, this depiction had become a familiar emblem of American history and pride. The year 1981 was an interesting period in U.S. history. Ronald Reagan became president, the country was navigating economic changes, and life continued with pennies like these quietly circulating everywhere. touching millions of hands. The 1981 penny was minted in Philadelphia and Denver. Philadelphia coins carry no mint mark, while Denver minted examples are marked with a D. Each mint offers slight variations in striking, making them exciting for collectors. Philadelphia minted 1981 pennies are more common, yet high-grade uncirculated examples remain highly sought after for their condition and historical appeal. Denver coins from 1981 are slightly less common, and pristine specimens often command higher attention from collectors seeking a complete collection. Proof coins from 1981, primarily produced for collectors, feature exceptional detail and a mirror-like surface. These coins are often preserved in special holders, maintaining their flawless appearance over decades. Condition is the key factor in valuing a 1981 Lincoln penny. Circulated coins may hold minimal monetary value, but coins in uncirculated, gem-quality condition are treasured by collectors worldwide. Some 1981 pennies exhibit interesting minting errors, such as double dies or die cracks. These anomalies make certain coins more rare and highly collectible. Double die varieties are especially fascinating. Slight duplication in the date or letters creates a subtle shadow effect, turning an ordinary penny into a sought-after collectible. The copper composition of the 1981 penny adds to its allure. Made from 95% copper and 5% zinc, the coin has a warm reddish-brown tone, appealing to both collectors and casual enthusiasts. Many collectors seek pennies that retain their original red color, known as full red coins. Over time, most pennies darken, so those retaining the vibrant red hue are particularly valuable. Edges and surfaces are carefully examined. Smooth, undamaged edges and blemish-free surfaces increase a coin's appeal, while scratches or discoloration can diminish its value. Lettering is another essential detail. Coins with sharp, well-defined inscriptions are always more desirable, as they demonstrate the coin's high quality and careful minting. The 1981 Lincoln penny is more than just currency. It's circulated through daily life, witnessing history in the making while becoming a cherished collectible over time. Collectors often inspect coins under magnification to appreciate every detail. Even subtle differences in strike, surface, or design can significantly affect a coin's rarity and value. Proper storage preserves a coin's quality. Pennies kept in protective holders, away from humidity and handling, maintain their luster and collectible worth for decades. Gem-quality 1981 pennies showcase exceptional detail on both Lincoln's portrait and the memorial on the reverse, reflecting light beautifully and emphasizing the craftsmanship. Minor die variations or striking quirks in some 1981 pennies make certain examples extremely collectible, as numismatists hunt for these rare finds over many years. Full red, uncirculated coins are particularly sought after. Their preserved color, combined with high-grade condition, makes them prized additions to any serious collection. The Lincoln penny bridges everyday life and the world of numismatics. Holding a 1981 penny in top condition is like holding a small piece of history in your hand. Collectors take pride in the hunt for perfect specimens, proof coins, and rare errors. Each coin tells a story, making the search as rewarding as the collection itself. The 1981 Lincoln penny reflects continuity and heritage. Even decades later, it connects us to the past, showing how coins endure as symbols of American history. For collectors building a Lincoln penny set, the 1981 issue is essential. It represents a period of modern American coinage and completes the story of Lincoln pennies from mid-20th century to the present. Owning a gem-quality 1981 Lincoln penny is not just about money, it's about owning a tangible piece of the nation's heritage, craftsmanship, and history. Today, a top-quality 1981 Lincoln penny is valued at $135,000. If you have coins you're curious about, comment below and we'll help provide detailed information. Subscribe to World of Coins to join our growing community of passionate collectors. Make sure to like this video to support the channel, so we can continue sharing amazing stories about rare and historic coins like the 1981 Lincoln penny. Top 5. We're highlighting a coin that has captured the interest of collectors everywhere, the Lincoln 1-cent penny from 1987. This small coin may seem ordinary, but it carries a unique story and enduring historical value. The Lincoln penny has been an American staple since 1909, celebrating Abraham Lincoln's legacy. By 1987, the design had already been in circulation for decades, a familiar yet cherished part of everyday life. The obverse of the coin features Lincoln's iconic profile, designed by Victor David Brenner. Every detail in his hair, beard, and coat reflects meticulous craftsmanship that has stood the test of time. On the reverse, the Lincoln Memorial dominates. Introduced in 1959, this design pays tribute to Lincoln's enduring legacy and gives collectors a detailed and symbolic backdrop for the president's profile. The year 1987 was a fascinating period in U.S. history, marked by economic growth, technological change, and cultural shifts. Meanwhile, pennies like this quietly circulated, touching millions of hands across the nation. The 1987 Lincoln penny was minted in Philadelphia and Denver. Philadelphia coins carry no mint mark, while Denver minted examples bear a D. Each mint introduces subtle variations in striking and detail that collectors love to study. Philadelphia minted coins are the most common, yet uncirculated. High-grade examples are rare and highly sought after for their pristine condition. Denver minted 1987 pennies are slightly less common, and collectors often pay close attention to their strike quality and luster when seeking top-grade examples. Proof coins, created for collectors, are another fascinating aspect. The 1987 proof Lincoln penny features a mirror-like surface and crisp, flawless details, making it a jewel for any collection. Condition is the most important factor when valuing a 1987 penny. While circulated coins are mostly worth face value, uncirculated, gem-quality specimens are prized by collectors worldwide. Minting errors are particularly intriguing for enthusiasts. Some 1987 pennies feature double dies, die cracks, or minor anomalies that significantly increase their value. Double die variations, where letters or numbers appear slightly duplicated, are especially prized. These small irregularities turn an otherwise common coin into a collector's treasure. The 1987 penny is composed of 95% copper and 5% zinc, giving it a warm reddish-brown tone that appeals both aesthetically and historically to collectors. Full red coins, those that retain their original copper luster, are particularly sought after. Over time, most pennies turn brown, making red, uncirculated specimens even more valuable. Collectors examine edges and surfaces meticulously. Smooth, blemish-free edges and surfaces enhance a coin's value, while scratches or discoloration can reduce it. Lettering is another key factor. Coins with crisp, well-defined inscriptions on both sides are always more desirable and command higher prices in the collector market. The 1987 Lincoln penny is more than currency, it's a connection to history. While circulating through daily life, these coins became a tangible piece of mid-1980s America. Magnification reveals small details invisible to the naked eye. Subtle differences in strike, luster, or surface condition can separate a common coin from a rare collectible. Proper storage is essential. Coins kept in protective holders and shielded from moisture, heat, and handling maintain their luster and collectible value over decades. Gem-quality 1987 pennies showcase every detail of Lincoln's portrait and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, reflecting light beautifully and demonstrating superb craftsmanship. Some coins feature minor die variations or minting quirks that make them highly collectible. Numismatists hunt for these rarities, often for years, to complete their collections. Full red, uncirculated 1987 pennies are particularly rare. Their combination of vibrant color, flawless detail, and historical context makes them a prized find for serious collectors. The Lincoln penny bridges everyday life and the world of numismatics. Owning a 1987 penny in pristine condition is like holding a miniature piece of history in your hand. Collectors enjoy the thrill of the hunt for perfect specimens, proof coins, and rare errors. Each coin carries its own story, making the search as rewarding as the discovery. The 1987 Lincoln penny also represents continuity. Despite changes in society, economy, and culture, the coin maintained its classic design, connecting past and present generations. For collectors building a complete Lincoln penny set, the 1987 coin is an essential piece, bridging mid-20th century coins with more modern issues. Owning a gem-quality 1987 penny is not just about its monetary value, it's about preserving a piece of American history, craftsmanship, and heritage. Today, a top-quality 1987 Lincoln penny is valued at $127,000. If you have coins you're curious about, comment below and we'll provide detailed information. Subscribe to World of Coins and join our passionate community of collectors. Don't forget to like this video to support the channel, so we can continue sharing captivating stories about rare and historic coins like the 1987 Lincoln penny.